This might be good. He's got some peaches, some plums, some watermelon. 안녕하세요. Let's see. 얼마예요? 만? Okay. Try them out. Maybe picking out a good one for me. Yeah, maybe not that one. Alright, we got some plums, some peaches. Okay, maybe this one's better. Okay. Perfect, we got some plums. Peaches. I'm confused. In Korea, they call these peaches too, I think. I don't know. But 감사합니다. And the owner of this place over here, we were packing up and he was like, hey, what's up? I was like, hey, good morning. And he was like, every day. Every day is a good morning. But anyways, he's like, you know, come take a shower. And so I think we're gonna go pack up. He's got a little shower room over there. We could use it. We did take a dip. Like I got in the ocean just to cool off, and then there's a hose over here that we sprayed down last night. But a proper shower is gonna feel nice. But almost ready to go.
Almost ready, bro.
Want to try one of these?
Oh, yeah, man.
They look kind of beat up, but.
Okay, let's try.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro. It's good, but not that sweet.
Kind of tart.
Yeah.
Kind of tart. They'll be good on the road when we're starving.
Yeah.
Good snacks from here and there. Mm.
Yeah, it's a local man who support locals.
Yeah, right? He just pulled up.
Yeah, man.
And the thing is, the tinting in the windows on a lot of the vehicles in Korea, you can't see inside. So I couldn't even see if the guy was looking at me, but he stopped. And I was like, yeah, you know, we're gonna get some fruit. Huh? We're slow, I know. He's calling us slow, I think. Huh? He's like, your finishing is too slow.
Oh, really? He looks like a funny guy.
He does look like a fun guy. I don't know, we're taking our sweet time.
Wake up, we are chilling, right?
I know, man. We got nowhere to be.
name Goryeongpo Scuba.
I'm sorry?
Goryeongpo Scuba Resort.
Your name?
Okay.
What is this for? This? What is this?
Washing.
For washing what? The shower okay?
Okay.
Alright, 감사합니다. We got a little scuba diving school up here, it looks like. What, that's a restaurant?
Just a moment.
Yeah. Just a moment. Okay. Yeah, let me get one towel.
Okay. Yeah. Please. One.
I was just gonna dry off
One.
naturally. Yes. Funny guy. Good morning. Wow, really?
Okay.
감사합니다.
Main shower room.
Main shower room. Oh, perfect.
Hard one, cold one.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your channel.
That is not me. Oh, your channel. Oh, okay. Your channel is Goryeongpo
상이네. Okay.
Goryeongpo 상이네. Okay. Nice. Nice to meet you. 만나서 반갑습니다.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Today we are heading to Gampo. That is the plan. Yeah, you want to go in from this angle?
Or you want to go for the first one? Maybe the main one?
The main one?
You want to do a shot there?
Just walk through here.
Yeah.
If you want to go over there, you can. 안녕하세요. Hey, a lot of people out and about, so waiting for it. 안녕하세요. 잘 지냈어요?
네. 아이고, 한국에 잘 지내고. 아이고, 저 캔디 같은.
So one thing you won't see a whole lot of when you travel throughout Korea is you don't see a lot of Japanese remnants from their colonial period. You know, we all know they colonized Korea from 1910 to 1945. Speaking of which, happy Liberation Day, like just a few days ago was August 15th. But you just don't see a lot of Japanese stuff that was left over here in Korea. Why? Well, because on August 15th, when Japan was defeated, Korea celebrated. And how did they celebrate? They torched a lot of the Japanese stuff that was here. All the shrines, a lot of the buildings went up in flames. And so you don't see a lot of stuff anymore. But here in, where are we? Goryeongpo, I have a hard time with the name. Goryeongpo. And last year I was in Gunsan. For whatever reason, some of the Japanese buildings and houses were left. Here they preserved this street. It looks kind of like Kanazawa, like an old mountain Japanese town. And so it's pretty cool. We're gonna walk through it, check it out. I lived in Japan for 11 years, and so we'll see if it reminds me of Japan. This is pretty cool. Goryeongpo. This actually reminds me of Indonesia. a lot of the places there, really tight neighborhoods, a lot of colorful paintings and whatnot on the walls. Man, imagine living up here though. You'd have some strong legs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just carry with you shopping.
We actually came up here last night because it was really beautifully lit up. Like all these lanterns were on. And they have a really cool dragon over here, a 9-headed dragon statue. And I believe Goryongpo means something like 9-headed dragon or something, I think. And so you have this pretty epic looking statue right here, 9 heads. It's really cool too. You can come over here and see what this area looked like, you know, dating back from the 1950s, 60s, 70s, and just how much it changed since then. Obviously, it'd be pretty cool to see what it looked like in the 20s and 30s, but I don't know if they have those pictures, but still, like some of the pictures, I mean, something about old photos that I love, just like what were these kids thinking, what were they doing? Like this guy over here smoking this long pipe, just chilling. Like, what did his day-to-day look like? What's on his mind? What is he thinking? Like, you know, you see a lot of the people, they're wearing all like the traditional white clothing. So different from today, so different. At the same time, it wasn't that long ago. That's what's so crazy about, I think, the time period we're living in right now. Everything is just going so fast, fast, fast. And then not too long ago, this is what the world looked like. It's crazy. I mean, yeah, it does feel like some of the mountain towns that I've been through in Japan for sure. The wooden houses, these kind of streets. And this is pretty cool too. Up there they have a picture of the stairs here and this house. And so obviously it's been preserved and they've reformed it and whatnot, but you do get a little bit of an idea of what it used to look like from up there. And I think they're selling some pretty good looking treats in here. Look pretty tasty. And they got a cute little doggy. Hey, 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 are you gonna be a friendly one? What's up? Oh yeah, hey. Oh, you've had your share of puppies, huh? 안녕하세요. Oh, they are selling some good looking tarts in here. I mean, this area isn't too big. It's just this one street right here. But I was reading, at its peak, there were around 10,000 Japanese people that were living just in this village. That's crazy. That is a lot of people from Japan living just in this small area. And once the war was over, though, I read they quickly went back home. Like they have the cherry blossom trees up right here. You can go in and, what is this place? Is this place open? It is, yeah, you can go take your pictures. Oh, that AC feels good. I'm gonna steal a little bit of it. But that's pretty Korean too. I think Japan and Korea, they share that, and for sure with the youngins, they like going in there and taking their pictures and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, a lot of the Japanese that were here in Korea, once the war was over, they had a country to go back to. They went back to Japan. They were welcome. They could go right back to their daily lives, whatever they were doing. That wasn't necessarily the case for the Koreans who left Korea and moved to Japan. And so during the colonial period, there were a lot of Koreans who left Korea. A lot of them were from the southern part of Korea, like Jeju, Busan, I think. But I think over 90% of the Koreans who moved to Japan during that period were from the south. Like not South Korea, but South Korea didn't exist yet then, but from the southern part of the peninsula. And when the war was over, it wasn't like they could just go back to Korea. For one, Korea was divided into North and South. And so they had to decide which side do they want to go to. It's a really depressing chapter, just another depressing chapter in Korean history. Like all the Koreans that were basically nationless after the war, they had to choose your allegiance. Do you want to be on the north side or on the south? And honestly, right after the war, it's not like it was a clear answer. Obviously, today we know. But at that time, a lot of the Koreans here, from what I was reading, didn't welcome them back because they were Japanese sympathizers and they helped Japan during the occupation. And so they were looked down upon. Japan didn't recognize them as citizens. They didn't have any protection. And so the Zainichi, that's what they're called that's what they're called in Japan, Zainichi. They're the ethnic Koreans that still decide to live in Japan. They're a very marginalized community. There are some very successful Zainichi. I believe the CEO of SoftBank, one of the huge mobile companies in Japan, he's a Zainichi Korean. But all the Japanese, when the war ended, they went home. They had a country to go home to. Not so much for the Koreans that were in Japan. Just something to think about. These are kind of interesting. I guess these are Korean actors here, you would think. But like an old Japanese game, right? I wonder what, this is probably a movie, a drama. Yes, 100%, that's what it is. They filmed something here. Okay.
I'm not sure it's the same one as I told you, but
Hey! No? And one more crazy thing about the Zainichi story in Japan. I don't know if I'll include this in the video, but I'll just record it and we'll decide later. Is there were over 400 schools that were built in Japan for the Koreans who were kind of left over in Japan. And so those 400 schools were built by the North Koreans though. Kim Il-sung had this huge program to help recruit the Koreans that were left over in Japan to, you know, recruit them to the North Korean side. And even to this day, after all the horrible things that we know that North Korea does to its people, those schools, there's still about, I think, around 80 to 100 that still are open, but they still pledge their allegiance to the North. And so there's even one in the city that I lived in for 9 years. I didn't realize that. It's wild. And these are Koreans that they never, well, some of them I think they do take trips to North Korea, but they once they go and they decide to move to North Korea, they're stuck. And there are some really awesome videos on YouTube. You should check them out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But it's wild. A lot of the Zainichi communities in Japan now, they kind of pledge their allegiance to the North, which is crazy. But yeah, go find those videos. I'll maybe leave a link to a few of those, but I went down that rabbit hole one day. Okay, and so before we leave, we can check out this house. They were saying this house was built in 1920 by a guy that moved from Kagawa. And so that's in Shikoku. I went there last year. It's a beautiful place. Shikoku is so nice. But let's go have a look. Yeah. Feels like Japan. I love Japan's, the houses. They have that veranda right here. It's kind of like an inside patio area.
I was visiting.
This is exactly how my house was in Japan too. And I can't tell you how many times I bumped my head. Hundreds. Even though I knew every time you have to walk through, barely duck. There's still those days when you hit it and it pisses you off. It really does make you mad. Yeah, I love the abacus. He's sitting there doing some calculations. He's reading some literature. And that would be the front of it.